Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Surf biscuit nipping at my nose. Yes, it's been said many times, many ways. Welcome to another date night. Castle and Surf. What's up, Surf? How's it going, man?
Good, mate. Thank you. Well, there was an intro.
Yeah, it wasn't the patent. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the 16-Ounce Gaming Podcast, episode 57. I am your host, Castle Will Kill, and tonight is another date night. It is Surf Biscuit and I. That's what I normally would do. Get all radio and stuff. Unfortunately, it is the holidays. So, well, I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately it's the holidays, but it is the holidays. Hopefully, Roz has made it to his destination by now. He's driving to New Mexico is where he's driving to, right?
I believe so.
And poor old poor Toast wanted to be on the show so bad tonight, but he's having internet troubles. So it will be another date night with myself and our good friend Surf Biscuit. And as we do every episode, Surf, what have you been up to the past week, man?
I jumped back into Assassin's Creed since I finished the Red Dead Redemption campaign. But I haven't totally given up on Red Dead yet. I'm exploring the map. I've decided this is probably going to drive Toast mad because we both, I think we talked about this and said neither of us were going to do it. But I'm going to try and find all the cigarette cards because it's acceptable. I'm going to have to. And yeah. I've not restarted the campaign, but I've started playing all the campaign missions again in order, just to see if I can get a few more golds. Now I know what the targets are. Because I must admit, on my original playthrough, I was a bit of a bronzy player. So I'm going to see if I can convert some of those bronzes into golds.
Okay.
And what else have I played? I started Strange Brigade yesterday. I played the first mission on that. Nice. Which was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Fantastic game. Can't wait to play it with you and Toast and Roz and
really
anyone else in the community.
So, what else? I think that's about it, really. I don't want to be too harsh on Assassin's Creed, but if you'll remember, before Red Dead Redemption, I was really raving about Assassin's Creed and I was really, really enjoying it. It seems a bit bleh now after Red Dead. I've jumped back in and I was like, it's good, but it's not Red Dead. So I will push on, and I sort of by Wednesday I was into it more. I think it was just a shock of going back to it because it's just, I don't know. I suppose I don't want to use the word arcadey, but it's less real world realistic than Red Dead.
Okay, I guess
so. You know, you sort of like clambering up mountains and stuff, sort of stuff Arthur would never do, and you can sort of, your horse won't run into trees and catapult you halfway across the map. So little changes there. That's about it, really. I was going to try and start Ashen this week, but I'll probably maybe kick that off this weekend. I'm quite interested in giving that game a go now it's hit Game Pass.
Yeah, I am too. I've checked a couple of people messing around in it, like on Mixer and stuff, and I don't know, like usually I don't fall for not the biggest like dark soulish style games, but something about that one. I don't know if it's the art style or something.
The art style looks good, and I heard a few people say it's a good introduction to the Dark Souls sort of games. So it's like a bit Dark Soul-y, but not quite as difficult.
Not as harsh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought might be a way in to that sort of game, because I usually avoid those sort of games like the Plague. They're not being super challenging. I don't find that interesting at all. I feel like after playing something for a couple of hours, I like to feel I've made a bit of progress, not just fought the same boss over and over and over again. So I'm hoping that it's not quite that difficult. I've watched a couple of Let's Plays, just sort of like the first half hour or so, and it looks good and fun. So yeah, I definitely I'm going to try and jump into that over the Christmas break, see if I can get into that sort of game. Beer wise, it's Christmas, so can you guess what I'm drinking?
Banana bread.
Yeah, banana bread beer. What else is it be? A little. Because what's more Christmassy than a banana?
I don't know. The nasty ass fruitcake. I don't know. You guys do that over there? That nasty ass fruitcake stuff? It's
Well, we
pretty popular
do
over here in the
really
States.
nice fruitcake. Why would it?
No, I just don't. I don't like fruitcake at all. I don't know. Maybe I just never had a proper made one, but
Is it because it's just a bit
nasty.
too healthy because it's got fruit in it? Not enough
It's
frosting.
not a healthy thing. It's like gelatinish, I think, right?
No, it's not. No, I don't know what
know.
sort of fruitcake you're eating.
I don't know. It's been years since I had one, but they've never been. I don't know. There's some type of funky taste to them. I just remember not enjoying it.
That would be the fruit.
Shut up. Talking to a guy that eats like Greek yogurt with strawberries and grapes in it every morning for breakfast. So it's not that I don't like fruit.
Oh dear.
Shit.
So that's been about my week. It's just sort of mainly Assassin's Creed, a bit of Red Dead, just to start clearing up the stuff. Oh, I was going to say, reminding me of Red Dead. I sort of moved into that bit of the map, which is the map from Red Dead Redemption.
Down closer to Mexico?
Yeah, it's really weird riding around there. It's amazing how much I remembered. I got to Armadillo and I thought I'd go and go to the fort where Bill hangs out. Just to see what's happening there, and I was surprised I just remembered the way. So,
oh, nice.
It's interesting running around that bit of the world.
Yeah, I gotta jump back into that. Do like some of the legendary hunts and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. I've only done one legendary hunt, so which I think was the first one, like the one you did, the bear.
Yeah.
Sort of like a campaigny story mission one.
Wasn't much of a hunt for me. It was more so getting like eaten by a bear until I shotgunned it enough.
Yeah, I mean, my first attempts, I got a bit taken by surprise at how quick he was and how shit my weapon was.
Yeah, I thought like maybe 2 shotgun shells to the head of a bear would take him out, but nope.
Nope. I was talking about legendary animals for the big animals. We didn't talk about it last week. During the campaign, were you really on edge? I've never been so much on edge in a campaign as when the one with the alligator, where you're wandering around in the water.
Oh yes, that fucking dude.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to get back in the boat.
Man.
I hate it.
I was thinking in my head, like when you were going with that guy and he was like, we just gotta go find like his son or whatever, and we were walking around in the swamp. I was like, listen, there's one thing I understand. You don't just fucking walk around in a swamp. You know what I mean? In the middle of the night and expect everything to be okay.
Okay. We're getting, please don't do too many spoilers, guys.
Okay, yeah.
So,
that's enough Red Dead talk.
So, yeah, that's enough Red Dead, guys.
We'll move on. We'll move on to what I got into this week. Now that I've let Red Dead let go of me, like I'm free from Red Dead for a little bit. I've actually played other games for once. Played Rocket League. We actually just played a little bit before we started here with Organic. I played some last night also with Organic and Milk. And then I also Final Fantasy 15, jumped back into that. I finished Chapter 8, so another step closer. I think there's literally 15 chapters, so I'm making my way through. Still a great game. The story's starting to build up even more and grabbing me more. Strange Brigade, just as well. I did the first mission like you did. God, that game is like, I remember like Sniper Elite's a great game. Like all the Sniper Elite games are really good, very smooth. The shooting aspects are always good. And that game is just, it runs smooth, it looks smooth, it's fun, it's quirky. Like it just has all the like good traits for a fun multiplayer game to play with some friends. So it's in Game Pass. So anyone listening that has Game Pass, I highly recommend downloading that game.
Which character did you play?
Who did I play as? I played as the sharpshooter dude.
Oh, that's the guy I did, I think.
Yeah.
The one in the... Yeah.
Yeah, you start off with like the single shot sniper. type rifle thing. Or I guess it's not a sniper rifle, more just a single shot rifle, single bolt action rifle. Man, it was so funny. I mean, the sense of humor of that game is great. Like,
it's the voiceover that
cracks
makes
me
it.
up.
Exactly.
It's
the voiceover for sure.
So played that. I jumped back into Call of Duty Blackout. Myself, Roz, and Organic at Shine. We showed everyone how fantastic we are at that game. Nothing ever goes smooth when the four of us are together. Oh, it was bad. The moment where Organic grenaded himself by accident, things like that. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting over a cold, so I still got a cough. And I turned on my PS4 and I played some more Last of Us.
Oh, you did?
So,
that's how.
Yeah, but I've grown so used to my monitor and sitting right in front of my monitor, and I feel like I can tell a difference between my monitor and my TV when I play on it. That, like, I don't know. I think I'd rather just play, like, set aside time and move it from my TV over to where my Xbox is and play on my monitor.
So how are you finding Last of Us? Is it feeling dated control-wise and stuff a bit, or? Oh,
no, control-wise at all. Not at all. The controls of that game are very well thought of. It does require a lot of stealth, and I am terrible at stealth, so I get angry at it a lot. But other than that, I mean, it's fantastic. Like, the remaster version is great. I mean, it looks good. I think the controls are fantastic. I'm still getting used to, I still, like, bounce it between Xbox and PlayStation is, like, the worst thing ever because I keep hitting the wrong button for X.
It's like, I'm just about learned the PlayStation controller key locations. So
I feel like I need to make sure I set, like, a specific day to be like, I'm playing The Last of Us, so I just don't forget where the X button is.
I played a bit of Super Smash around a friend's house on his Nintendo, and he gave me the Pro controller, and that's even worse because it's the same letters as the Xbox, but they're just swapped round. So it's like ABXY, but they're switched around. And that really fucks with me. I just could not get my head around that. It's like, press A. Oh, that's B. It was a nightmare. Yeah. At least with Sony, it is pictures, but it's the square and the circle I always get mixed up. I've got X and triangle down pat, but I always have to just a slight pause and think which one's square and which one's circle.
I just keep hitting the wrong button, thinking I'm hitting an X on the Xbox controller. That's my only problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, but and the last game I jumped into was Below. I started Below.
Oh, you did? Oh, sweet. What do you think?
Unfortunately, I started it like late at night last Saturday, and I had a few beers in me, and it's definitely not a game to start off when you're a little tipsy, because I was just completely confused on what the fuck I was doing. It looked good, and like the longest boat ride ever. Boat ride in the beginning. The Organic just mentioned Below. Like, the beginning of the game is this like boat ride, and it took, like, you can't skip it. It's part of the game. And it was just taking forever, and I was kind of drunk, and it was like 12:30 at night, and I was just sitting here holding my controller like, I'm gonna fucking fall asleep.
So did watch
I'm
the
gonna
Let's
restart
Play,
it.
There's no hints at all, is there? There's no sort of press X to do this. Now go here. You just left to your own devices.
It doesn't, there's no like, hey, go do this, go do that, and blah blah blah. So definitely got to play it with a clear mind. I mean so far, I mean, the looks of the game pretty. I like the pretty cool artistic style to it and stuff. But so I'll be starting that back up.
So did you get Below?
I guess, I don't know. That's why I gotta restart it. When I'm not
can't
drinking.
even remember if you managed to get inside.
Yeah. So, and then other than that, just been preparing for Christmas most of the week. You know, my wife went out to a restaurant and a movie theater to get some gift cards and stuff today. Just trying to. I still got to wrap her presents, and our Secret Santa and her family's presents because I hate wrapping presents, so I'll push that off until Sunday maybe. But and then what I'm drinking tonight, I just finished a glass of Brooklyn Brewery's double chocolate stout, or right, and that's a Imperial Russian stout. It's 10% and delicious. And our buddy Roz, he shipped his Elgato to me because he didn't want it, and I was not going to turn down a free Elgato.
Oh, for sure.
And along with it, he sent me a surprise of a 6-pack of some beer from Back Pew Brewing Company. So I have their Black Habit Black Lager, and pretty delicious. So thank you, and I appreciate it.
Always good to get beer through the post.
And Ryan's warning people, since we're not drunk, the news is going to seem so much worse now. So.
I'm getting drunker. The banana bread's kicking in, mate.
Yeah, I did have a couple ginger and bourbons before the 10% beer, so I have a little buzz going.
I must be earlier on, I did take a couple of sneaky snifters of peach snaps. Just to
you
finish
and
the
that
bottle.
peach snaps, man.
Yeah, with that peach snaps.
There's I don't know. Yeah, you guys have Grand Marnier over there.
Yeah.
The favorite shot that me and my friends would do, because of peach schnapps. Peach schnapps is in it. We called it a Nantucket Nectar, and it was peach schnapps, Grand Marnier, and pineapple juice. Yes,
pineapple juice.
We would order it as drinks sometimes because it's that damn good. But yeah, it's like a nice fruity ass good drink. So every time you mentioned that you take a couple of shots of peach schnapps, I just keep thinking about drinking them back in the day.
Grand Marnier, is that orangey, or am I confusing that with something else?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's orange.
So you got peach, orange, and pineapple.
Pineapple, yep.
Ah.
So
that sounds really good.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, well, before we move on, we'll get into some quick housekeeping. We just want to remind everyone that we do have a Patreon, so it's a good way to support the show, and you're automatically entered into as a patron, you're automatically entered into the contest that we hold at the first episode of the month, where also all live listeners have a chance of winning a $60 gift card, video game, whatever you want to call it. Also, we want to remind you another way you can support the show is we do have merch. Head over to merchroom.com/collections/16 ounce. That's 16OZ. And you can find sweatshirts, mugs. Coffee mugs, not beer mugs. There should be a beer mug in there.
Yeah, we need a beer mug, don't we, really?
Yeah.
That's a big oversight.
And while you're in there, you can use promo code 16OZ for, I think, 10% off your order. It's not in the show notes, so don't quote me on it. Join our Discord. That's where you can listen live for a chance to win that $60 gift card or game. I'm just going to say gift card. We're going to give you a gift card. You buy what the hell you want. So, and let's roll into Secret Santa. It's Christmas. Everyone's gotten their Secret Santas today. Sir, what did you get?
I got Elite. Elite something or other. I can't remember the full name. You know the new Elite game. Why can't I remember the full name? Just a sec. God, got a main number. See, you get old. Elite Dangerous. You get old like me, and you haven't got a memory anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, really good. I remember playing that, like the original Elite on the BBC when it was just like Warframe graphics. So it'll be interesting to see what the redo's like. I heard good things about it, so I'm quite interested in jumping into that. If I remember rightly, the first thing you need to do is make sure you buy a docking computer, because docking the ship is a real pain in the arse. Yeah, I'm really looking forward. That was going to bring back some memories, because I used to play a lot of Elite back in the day, but that was like late 80s, early 90s. So it was like really, really basic compared to what you're going to get today.
Oh, nice. No,
How about you? What did you get?
I got Knights of the Pen and Paper, I think 1 and 2 kind of combo thing with a jig. And it's definitely something I see that's up my alley. And it's like some type of RPG element type game. So I'll be playing that eventually. It'll be put into my ever-growing list of backlog games to play. So,
yeah, the ever-growing backlog.
Yes. So I guess we can reveal who was whose Secret Santa. You might need to help me decode this because this was something toasted by Toast, and I'm probably gonna fuck it up. Oh man. Right? Okay. So Bear Grylls, you're bought for AK Speedy. AK Speedy bought for I can't even read that.
Our Pride Fan 25.
There we go. Who bought for Mellified.
Mellified, yeah.
And he bought for oh fuck man, I'm gonna fuck all these things up. There we go. That makes it a little better. And he bought for Shine 51, who bought for me, which makes sense because we've been trying to do some D&D and stuff like that. So that makes total sense with the game that he bought me now. 100%. So I looked at my achievement list and saw one person that played it, and it was Mellified, and it was actually this month, and I was thinking, I wonder if Mellified was my Secret Santa, but it was Shine. Thank you, Shine. I bought for the Night Owl 82. She bought for Moosenstein. Moose bought for Kowalski. Kowalski bought for Roz. Roz bought for Tony. 24313, just in case there's multiple Tonys out there. Tony bought for Noisy Cricket. Noisy Cricket bought for Organic. Organic bought for Troubadour. That's right. And Troubadour bought for Marlboro Rob.
Who would have bought for Bear, I guess.
Yep, I guess I'm assuming he bought for Bear. So there you go, guys. That's who got you your gifts in the US side, right?
Yeah.
UK side. Chestar bought for Toast. Toast bought for Kate. Surf bought for Chestar. Kate bought for Surf.
God, that's a little small pool in the UK.
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
Oh, thanks for Elite Kate. Much appreciated. And Chestar, enjoy killing Nazis.
I don't know if you saw, I accidentally abbreviated Secret Santa when Chester talked about what he got, but before he said what game he got. And then I was like, man, I really shouldn't abbreviate Secret Santa. It looks kind of bad. And then he was like, I got Wolfenstein. And I was like, oh, fitting.
Well, very...
But so again, thank you everyone. This is a great thing we do. We've done the past 2 years. Shout out to Organic. It was his idea the first go around, and it's cool to bring on this tradition, or making a tradition out of it. And shout out to the guys over at Offset Collective for participating as well. To them and their community, we're glad to do this whole thing together. It was pretty cool. And I hope they had as much fun as we did. And now, it's time to get into the news. First up, Riot Games. I'm assuming the news was supposed to be funny because maybe somebody hid some shit in it. So, there might be a chance I fuck some stuff up tonight anyway. But anyway, Riot Games, a top Riot executive has been suspended over workplace misconduct. Scott Gelb, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his last name, COO at Riot, has been punished after multiple employees alleged that he has repeatedly touched subordinates' balls and butts. Why we gotta throw balls and butts? Okay, so apparently he's what? Okay, yeah. Ryan's throwing shit in here. I don't believe that that's all the stuff that's going. Something about touching balls, butts, and farting in people's faces. Oh man. Employees have complained that the punishment of 2 months suspension without pay is not good enough. Riot Games also has a history of allegedly passing up qualified women for promotions, holding female candidates to a higher standard, and perpetuating a bro culture of bathroom humor and alleged sexual misconduct.
And I just want to point out in Ryan's
that is
defense,
all fake.
That is all true. Kidding. That's in the Kotaku. The balls,
he was
butts,
literally
and farting in people's
faces
is in the official news report. From
Why
Kotaku.
would you think? Why would you think that's okay?
I don't know.
I mean, it's one thing if you're like hanging out with your friends and you're at a pub or like in your house, but not in a work environment. Even if you're friends, like you probably shouldn't do that at work because someone else can report it. You know what I mean?
Oh dear, that's funny.
Man, live in a world where you can't even fart in your friend's face at work no more.
It's just political correctness gone mad, isn't it? You can't frigging... You can't caress another guy's balls at work without getting into trouble. Well, as the world's come to.
Yeah. And then, man, holding women to a higher standard. What the hell? That part's actually really fucked up. Okay. Riot Games keeping it up. I mean, aren't they known for like doing like? I mean, yeah. Never mind. It says it in the news thing. They are known for doing this anyway. This ain't the first time.
This is like at the job interview. Would you be okay with ball caressing and butt touching
during the interview?
Yeah, this is like.
I guess if you do that in the interview and it gets out of the way, I mean, could they technically like protect ourselves and be like, hey, I mean, they would have to record the interview, right? They'd be like, look, you said you're okay with ball touches and farts to the face.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would if I was at work and someone walked up and farted in my face, it would probably piss me off, but I probably wouldn't report it to HR. If it was someone I knew. But if it was someone I didn't know, I'd probably be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'd probably give them a pass the first time and assume maybe it was accidental or something. But yeah.
I'm not trying to get pink eye, man. Well, maybe them guys know something about the next Xbox. Like the code names. Maybe the code name for the next Xbox is pink eye. But Xbox 2's code names for the next 2 Xboxes have reportedly been revealed. The names are Anaconda and Lockhart. God damn, that are terrible. It seems like Lockhart is the code name for the cheaper Xbox. It's not clear how much cheaper it will be or what sacrifices we'll need, but it will most likely be the digital only console that has been rumored. So that means the Anaconda is the code name for the next gen Xbox One. It's all still speculation at the same part. So, man, Scarlet was such a cooler name to just keep both consoles under. Why did they have to? Like, when I hear Anaconda, I just think of Sir Mix-a-Lot. This Anaconda don't want nothing unless you got buns, honey. Yeah.
The sad thing is, you know for a fact that Anaconda and Lockhart are both going to be better than whatever they come up with as the final name, because for as much as I love
Scorpio
Xbox, they're crap at naming their consoles. God knows what the next lot to it, the next gen is going to be called. See, why not? I would have been happy if they had kept Xbox Scorpio rather than One X.
Yeah, One X. I mean, I get that they had that whole like by doing the One S. I get that they're just doing something to follow that branding type thing, but like one Xbox One X, this just seems like repetitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was trying to be clever, wasn't it, with an X at either end, so I don't know. So what would your guess be if they're doing a cheaper one? So I would agree with the article that cheaper probably means, well, definitely means no Blu-ray drive.
I was gonna say, like, Organic and I were actually talking about how it would be nice if there was one that was just all digital, no drive, because that would save you a lot of money, a lot of space inside there.
Yeah.
So that's that's what I'm thinking it is. It's gonna be something without a Blu-ray drive. It's just all 100% digital, like, digital downloads, just games, nothing for Blu-ray and all that stuff. It might be maybe not as powerful as in like how it like loads the games in and stuff. It might be a little less powerful than the other one, but I'm definitely going to say
I think it depends if they go all out on the streaming as well, doesn't it? I guess if it's going to be an all digital streaming box.
No, see, I don't think it's going to be streaming. I just think by digital I mean like you just download your games. You can't put a physical disc.
Okay, so I would guess. I suppose maybe they'll do it with slightly less RAM or something. So maybe a bit more of the difference between the S and the X. I mean, ideally, I guess I was thinking I was talking to some guys the other day about this. I guess ideally, what they really want is the Anaconda to maybe be $50 or so more than whatever the PS5 is, and the Lockhart to be $50 less than whatever the PS5 is. So they're just skirting around the PS5 cost, because we pay a bit extra, but you're going to get a more powerful console than the PS5, or you can pay a bit less and get one that's slightly less powerful than the PS5 that hasn't got a disc drive in it. Yeah,
and then Organics and Chad, he did make a good point. Like the higher the end one is supposed to be geared for gamers. How many gamers actually wanted disc drive? So maybe the higher end will cost similar to the base model, but maybe have something other than a disc drive. You know what I mean? They might have a little more power to it.
Do you think they'd be better off a bit like when the 360 first came out? If maybe they just released a model with no sort of like DVD drive,
like that arcade version.
So arcade one, and then if you want that option, you can buy a plug-in peripheral.
The only problem is now, like the size the games are, you need a decent hard drive. You know what I mean?
No, I was saying not hard drive. I was talking more about like a Blu-ray drive.
Oh, okay.
I think the new console is going to have at least 2 terabytes hard drive.
Oh yeah. If it comes out with 500 gig, it's just going to be a big.
Oh, there's no way it'll be 500. I'm just worried they're going to stick at 1.
Probably going to be 1.
I reckon they need to do at least 2.
Yeah, or at least give us 1.5, or give us one true, like account, like put over a terabyte hard drive in there and to have enough space for the operating system. Like don't eat that up. You know what I mean?
What would be really nice, I don't think they would do it because it'd be too expensive. They took a bit like the Xbox Elite approach and maybe gave you a terabyte hard drive but stuck the OS on a smaller SSD drive. So the OS was a bit quicker and snappy and didn't eat into your 1 terabyte game storage area.
Yeah.
But I think that would be far too expensive and there's no way they're going to do that.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting.
It will be
all in speculation.
And are you still thinking 2020?
They're putting something out in 2020. Whether they might stack these. You know what I mean? They might not put them out the same year. Just like, I mean, why not force people to buy the people that have to have the next best thing? Why not stack them year to year so people go or 2 and 2 so people go out and buy one and then 2 years later go buy another. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they did that because you think about what the Xbox One S came out and then not that far longer came the X. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Well, there are a lot of people. I mean, some do it because they want to, or some people do it out of choice. They're like, I mean, you're still on the original Xbox, so
yeah, man.
I think there's a large group of people who just don't fall for that, and they'll just say, "No, I bought my Xbox, and that's what I'm sticking with." Until I really, really need to buy a new one because I've got no choice.
Yeah, like if I had a 4K monitor that I was playing on, I might be interested in like picking up the X while it's on sale and stuff like that. But like, if I pick it up, yeah, I get the faster load times and all, but I don't get the full benefit of the X right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
So, and my Xbox One may occasionally just be like, you don't have any games, and then eventually tell me I do have games. But other than that, it hasn't really been a pain. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with what I got. But I mean, when next gen comes out, I'll definitely be probably picking up another, like whatever comes out at launch, or do like I've done with cell phones. I'll just pick up an X at a cheaper price.
Yeah, I mean that'll be the option. The X is gonna get really cheap, isn't it? When the next one comes out. Yeah. So
for people like me, like if I haven't upgraded my monitor, which I probably won't, because 4K monitors with HDR are not cheap right now.
No, they're stupidly expensive. So much more than
fucking
TVs.
Ridiculously expensive. It'll benefit me just to be able to load into GTA and stuff faster.
Faster, yeah.
Yeah. So I can see myself doing that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. As long as Microsoft keeps doing this no gamer left behind like type thing.
I think you might find the next gen that the no gamer left behind won't include the Xbox you're running.
One I'm running won't probably be.
The cutoff will be the S. So I think if you upgraded to an X, I think you'd be comfortably in the middle.
I think they might be ballsy and move up to the X, to be honest.
Do you think so?
Yeah, just to try to clear out the whatever stock they have left of X in shelves and stores, plus whatever's at their facility. I mean, there's no way to push the new next generation, like as Ryan just mentioned. Like, there's no way they can push the next generation without putting a limit on how far you can go with what you already currently have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's sort of like. So I was wondering, in some respects, Microsoft done a lot in this gen just to get stuff back, but they're sort of painting themselves into the corner a bit, aren't they? Sort of stuff like they made back compare and say, if you already own the games, you don't need to rebuy them. You can just put the disc in. Which, if they're carrying that on to the next generation, makes it slightly more difficult for them to bring out one that doesn't have a disc. Unless you're just sort of saying, well, if you've got a collection of 360 games on discs, then you're going to have to buy the model that's got the disc drive in if you want to carry on playing them without paying more money. Unless they expand that thing they were rumoured to be doing where you could take discs in and change them into digital versions. Maybe they'd expand that to include 360 games as well. Yeah.
There has to be something. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're diving too deep.
Yeah, I think we're getting really deep.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, but I do agree that they're going to make a certain console, the base, like the OG Xbox is going to be like, all right, you lived your life.
I think the OG Xbox is out. It's just what they include as the base. I think it will be the S, and you think it might be the X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see the S, but like, I don't know. I just feel like how much of it, because that's not even what is like the S doesn't even do like true 4K. It does like upscale to 4K or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, I think it'll play 4K Blu-rays, won't it? But it won't do 4K gaming.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But it has got HDR. So
yeah. So we'll see. That's why I'm like, I'll probably either just pick up an X cheaper at that time, unless monitors in 2 years decide like, hey, 4K HDR monitors don't need to cost you, your firstborn child.
So, yeah, I think you might be surprised. I think once they start falling, they fall quite quickly, don't they?
Yes. Yep. Just like TVs. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So, one thing that doesn't fall in value is Fortnite. Fortnite is just ruling the world right now. Kids are fucking dancing everywhere. And guess what? Everyone is also suing Fortnite over the dances in the game. Rapper 2 Milli. I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that name. Oh man, get creative, please. Filed a lawsuit against Epic Games saying that they stole his dance, the Milli Rock, and added it to Fortnite without his permission. The Backpack Kid is now also suing Fortnite over apparently stealing the dance move, the Floss. Oh, that was the kid that was on the stage with Katy Perry, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. However, it's been proven that the Floss dance move was created back in 2011. I was going to say, I don't think that kid created that move. I've seen that before. And finally, Alfonso Ribeiro, famous for starring alongside with Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is suing Fortnite over the use of the dance move, the Carlton. The question is, have Epic Games done anything illegal? That is a big question. I mean, if Alfonso's going to sue Epic Games, he might as well sue Bungie too, because you can get an emote to do the Carlton in Destiny 2 as well. And I think, or Destiny 1, one of them, you could do the Carlton, and I remember because I had it.
Yeah, I think
the thing is, like, I mean, did you go out and trademark that dance?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I bet you they've got no trademark. They haven't tried to copyright it or anything. It's just, and can you copyright a trademark a dance? I don't know. I don't know. I think they're just trying their luck because it's the big popular thing, isn't it? I don't think they've really got a leg to stand on.
I don't think you pointing at like an old sitcom going, look, that's me doing it, proves that you own it. No. Because if that was the case, whoever wrote that sitcom would be like, I came up with that idea of a dance. I own that dance. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just keep trickling. It'll be like the choreographer or whatever. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Right. Man. Everyone, Fortnite just always pops in the news somehow. It doesn't disappear.
It does.
You know what I mean?
I think in this stage, I think these people are just trying it on thinking, I think they go into it thinking, I might get lucky and Epic will just give me a bit of money to go away.
Oh yeah, they're
not expecting to win at all. Yeah, they'll just say, "Oh, here's a cover, here's X amount just to bloody go away and stop talking about this and wasting our time." I think that's why they do it. I don't think they really think they've got any real rights to it at all.
No, I mean, like if Fortnite feels like dealing with this, they're going to be able to afford whatever lawyer they want that will be able to battle it for them. Do they feel so that these people are trying to be like, does Fortnite feel like going through like the PC, like name dragged in the headlines constantly, and pay a lawyer to fight me for this, or are they, or are they going to come at me and be like, hey, shut the fuck up. Here's $5 million, because to them right now $5 million ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, small change in it.
So yeah, they're hoping for settlements. But if I was Epic, I'd just be like, all right, take us to court, and we'll sue you for legal fees.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would do.
Oh dear.
Well, Epic, I guess that's what happens with success is that you just have people come after you. And another successful franchise, Minecraft. I'm trying to do segues here. They're all terrible.
You're doing quite well.
Minecraft will no longer have new updates on legacy consoles, aka the 360, PS3, Wii U, and Vita. The final update was the Nightmare Before Christmas mashup pack. Over 21 million people have played Minecraft on the Xbox 360, and there was 73 title updates. Microsoft also bought, as we know, they bought it for $2.5 billion in 2014. I guess that's pretty huge news. I mean, that's just signs that those consoles are just not going to be, supported any longer. I mean,
exactly.
There's applications. I get emails constantly about the 360. Certain applications that are like were no longer supported by the 360. No, you know what I mean. their life cycle's almost over.
Well,
People
they're not
are
making
moving
360 anymore, are they?
No.
Or
No,
the Wii U,
no.
or the Vita. I'm pretty sure they're not making the
Poor Wii
PS3
U.
either.
Yeah. So it's just, I mean, hey, man, those systems, the 360 and the PS3 both had very long lives, so that's just, that's huge, though, when one of the biggest games in video games are like, hey, we're no longer going to support this platform,
Yep.
Can't all be heroes of the storm. Blizzard has announced plans to scale down Heroes of the Storm and move the developers to other games. This has put an end to the Hero of the Storm's Global Championship Esports League. The news came as a shock to esports players and broadcasters who say they now have no income streams without being warned. The HGC launched in 2016 and offered a base salary as well as prize pools to 200 players. Some of the players have been angry at the lack of communication they have received from Blizzard, saying the countless emails have been ignored. Read your emails, and you wouldn't be in this predicament.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to say to that. I didn't know that they offered a base salary, like, as well as getting part of the prize pool. That's fucking, like, seriously? I should have probably gotten to more competitive games when I was like 20 to 25.
Yeah, so, like, I just thought if you didn't win anything, you didn't get anything. I didn't realise there was a base salary. There you go.
I thought if you didn't win anything, you were just that nerd whose parents were like, "What the fuck are you doing with your life?"
Yeah, get a job.
Yeah, get the fuck away from your computer. Stop playing these goddamn video games. But yeah, I mean, like, how did, like, if Blizzard can prove, like, hey, we shot you guys emails, warned you about this, and these guys didn't read their emails, that's on them. I mean, if I was employed by any company, I even check out, like, the news constantly about my work. You know what I mean? Just to see if their name pops up, to make sure, like, my work didn't hide something from me, and, like, all of a sudden stocks drop and we lose a contract on something. You know what I mean? Like, you read your fucking emails and you would have nothing to worry about. Go become a Twitch streamer or some shit and get people to donate money to you. I mean, if you're already known, just go play the game online and you'll make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it should be fairly easy. You're obviously good at the game.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever played Heroes of the Storm?
No, I haven't.
Or seen it?
I think I might have watched half an hour of a stream once. They're not my sort of games, so I don't tend to find them interesting to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that got, like, really into them. Yeah, definitely not my type of game. But I mean, those are the games that are huge when it comes to esports. Everybody likes watching those matches. Have you ever, like, watched one, like, the commentary? Like,
they are fun to watch. It's like, what are you going on about?
And I give those guys credit. They, like, I don't even care for those games, but those guys, like, are so good at, like, I have no clue what's going on in the game, but, like, they're so good at, like, making it sound so exciting that I'm like, yeah, you do that. You take out that Phoenix, or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I mean,
like,
I don't really know if the commentators are actually commentating the game or just talking bollocks, but
probably talking bollocks.
Yeah, they're probably just talking bollocks, but it does make you watch.
Yeah, as Ryan pointed out, they commentate as if it's like the World Cup final. They really do. Like, they make it like so fucking dramatic. But I mean, that's their job. That's how you entice an audience, you know. So, but that's it for the news. Ryan, as always, thank you for your support with that, man. We appreciate that, and hope you have a fantastic Christmas, friend. And that was not sarcasm. I'm a little drunk, so it might sound sarcastic as hell. It wasn't sarcastic. Oh, fuck. All right, guys. Well, guys, I should just say my big baby daddy Surf.
Yeah.
All the community questions, my friend.
Community questions. Let's have a look.
First question comes from Chestar. He wants to know, what's Santa bringing the founders? Is Toast expecting the usual cold delivery? I love how like everyone plays Toast off as like this like mean-hearted person when he's probably one of the most nicest people I know.
He is, yeah. It's like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. You piss Toast off, you're in trouble. But like,
yeah, well, I mean that's
he
true.
is a
Eddie
genuinely
Scott.
great guy.
General rule in life: never annoy a Scotsman.
Yeah, true. So, what's Santa bringing you, dude?
He already has actually.
Oh, okay.
He's got to the age where I buy my own Christmas presents. So what have I bought myself
Your
this year?
Jedi robe?
Well, yeah, I got my Jedi robe. I bought that a while back with the new desk and chair. I had to buy myself a new headset because I broke my previous one. I stepped on it and snapped it beyond repair. So I had to buy a pair of Astro A40s today, which set me back £200, which was a bit annoying because I wasn't expecting to pay it.
Dropped the big bucks.
So I bought those. Yeah, they were expensive, but I really like the Astro headphones. They're really
fantastic.
They are brilliant. So I bought those, and I also bought myself a new keyboard and mouse to go with the new desk. I got those last week, so I had a bit of a spending spree actually. So I've had quite a good Christmas, all been gaming related. So that's about it, really. I might.
No. Any wish like you visiting your brother or anyone?
No. It's gonna be a quiet Christmas. We've all decided to do our own separate things. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Bring things down a bit. Mum passed away last year.
Yes.
So we've all decided just to go away and do our own things this year. Just to keep it simple because I don't think anyone was really in the mood.
Gotcha. Understandable.
We've all decided rather than buy each other presents that we didn't really want, we'll just buy things that we want ourselves. So I've done really well. So Santa bought me a new keyboard, a new mouse, and a new set of Astro A40s. So I've done pretty well, I think.
Yeah, sounds like a good Christmas there.
I'm quite best one. Last few years it's been bloody underpants and socks. This year's been rocking.
Hey man, I wish for socks every year, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what is being brought to me. I mean, Roz made me pretty happy by sending me this beer from Back Pew Brewing. That was cool. Like, I joked about him sending me beer because when he first asked for my address, I thought that was going on, and then he was like, "I'll send you beer," and I was just like, "Yeah, you don't have to do that," and he still did. So I really appreciated that. But I don't know. Every time everyone asks me, like my mom or any family member asks me what to get me for Christmas, I'm always like, just get me, like, to me, I'd rather you just get me a gift card and I'll go get my own damn thing. You know what I mean? So, like, my mom this year was like, just straight up like, I'm taking the easy route. What gift cards do you and your Sarah, which is my wife, you want for Christmas? And I was just like, Xbox or Best Buy. That's all I need. So I'm hoping to get like that type of stuff. My Secret Santa for my wife's family, I put a Xbox gift card, Amazon gift card, or PlayStation gift card. So very focused on what I want. So other than that, I mean.
Yeah, I was just going to say, sorry, I would thought this year a PS4 gift card might be really good for you, actually.
Yeah, it would.
Since you got the PS4 now, there's probably a lot of classic old games you could probably pick up cheap in the Christmas sales. Yeah. Yeah.
So now my work gives us an Amazon gift card, and they gave it to me, and I spent it within a minute of getting the email. I got a Logitech C920 webcam, so I can do some recording for the YouTube and stuff like that. So It's going to be a
Alright.
good Christmas. Every year, I'm more excited about watching my son open gifts, like where he's actually into opening gifts this year, opposed to being 3 months old and being like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So, all right. And moving on, we'll go to Organic, who asked, well, it's kind of a situation type thing. 16-ounce joins the fight. Nintendo has just announced that you are coming to Super Smash. What is your outfit, fight style, and special move? Let's see. My outfit would probably be, I'd probably have my old man blue light protecting eyeglasses on, so anytime my head turned, there would be a flash of blue coming from my eye lens. And then I'd probably just have a black t-shirt, jeans, and slip-on Vans on. And my fighting style would probably be the drunken monkey. It would probably just be like I could take a lot of damage, and it takes a lot to hurt me, and I'll just hit you like twice and you die. My special move would be the Colt 45 head smash, where I just smash a Colt 45 40-ounce bottle over your head.
Oh dear. There you go. I guess outfit wise, I'd want to be something I'm really comfy in. So it would be my let's think. My TIE Fighter and X-Wing pajama bottoms with my new Jedi dressing gown. So that'll be nice and comfy. Fighting style. Oh great jeez. It's like laid back and lazy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You do that.
And special move.
Come on, man. You got to come up with a special move.
I've got to come up with a special move. It's too similar to yours. But I'm going to say, because I want to be in my zone. So it's going to involve a bottle of banana bread beer.
I was going to say, it's got to be related to banana bread beer.
It's got to be related to banana bread beer.
A well pops up behind the player, and you throw a banana and some bread at them, and they fall down the well.
That works, yeah. Yeah, I'll throw a loaf of bread and banana at them, and then drop down the well. Yeah, that'll be it. Nice one.
Oh, man. Good question, Organic. I like that.
That was a good one.
All right, next up comes from Tony. He wants to know, with Fallout 76 being so bad, do you think this is a bad thing for Xbox? I know it's not exclusive, but it's a feature on their system. Or could it be a win for Xbox because they bought the last company that made a good Fallout game? I don't think it's a bad thing for Xbox necessarily because they just kind of got that marketing benefit kind of thing from them. I mean, it's a very good point that the last, I didn't play Fallout 4, but New Vegas is fantastic. And the fact that they bought the company that made New Vegas there's nothing bad about that, right? You know what I mean?
Nope.
But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing for Xbox. I think Bethesda is getting a lot of backlash for this. I'm sure in another year or whatever, people will be like, the game's great, but it does gotta stop putting out these broken games and fixing them along the way, kind of thing, and charging full price.
Yeah, I think in the long run it doesn't hurt Xbox too much because I think sadly for Xbox people don't notice the exclusives.
Yeah.
But I must admit, it does look like Xbox have a habit of backing the wrong horse. I mean, if you look at November, you get PS4. Sony got Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty, and Xbox got Battlefield 5 and Fallout. And the two that Xbox got have both not been well received generally. So they do seem to have a bit of picking the wrong horse recently. So, but I don't think it hurts them long term because, to be totally honest, for some reason I don't think people seem to notice that Xbox have even got the marketing rights. Sadly, so I'm not sure it makes much difference for them.
Yeah, I think
I'm hoping maybe. I mean, it looks like Xbox got the marketing rights for Anthem, so fingers crossed on that. And
I mean, they. Good. I'm sorry.
So I was just going to say, and I'm really hoping that they maybe hang on to the marketing rights for Cyberpunk. So they got the announcement, so I'm hoping they got close tie there. Because they could do with a big win on a few things. It's such a shame they didn't get Red Dead, because I think everyone agreed that it played best on the Xbox One X. So I think that could have been a really, really big win for them if they'd managed to pull that off.
Yeah. You just mentioned Cyberpunk, and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait for that fucking game. So I did, man. I think Xbox has like, as he pointed out, because they just bought, was it Obsidian?
Yeah.
That like Xbox is set up for the future, for the next.
Oh yeah, big time.
They're big time set up to have very good. I'm thinking they're gonna have a badass launch of this next system that they introduce.
See, I'm just hoping people hang around because I have a feeling people are going to have to be patient. And I don't think you're going to see a lot of movement off of Xbox next year or early 2020. I think they're saving everything up for the release.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you might see a game here or there, but you're not going to see a shit ton of stuff come out.
So if you think about it, with Game Pass, they could be in a really strong position on that release.
Yeah.
If they could do something like, if they did something like something crazy like buy the new console and get 6 months Game Pass for free.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're doing that thing. They're doing that thing currently in the States right now that they're financing a system, and like it includes your Xbox Live Gold and fucking Game Pass. Like, the Game Pass thing is such a great thing to just throw in as an extra. Like, here's some extra shit for you to play. You know what I mean? Like, here's an extra deal. I mean,
they release a new console, you get 3 or 6 months free of it, Game Pass, and you can say, look, we're releasing this, and these are, I don't know, over the first 3 months, we're releasing Halo Infinite. These are the 2 first-party ones. They'll be going straight into Game Pass. You're getting this new console and these new games, which you'll get for free because you've got 3 months of Game Pass. And then over the next year or so, they slowly trickle out new games from all these new studios just to keep people resubscribing for their Game Pass. They could be onto a big winner there.
Yeah. Tony, thanks for the question.
There, but
yeah, we got a bit off topic. So, but we both feel that Xbox isn't really going to get hit too hard from that. But
no. But they need to back their horses. But yeah, good one, Tony.
Thanks. Yep, thanks for submitting. And moving on to next. Boomerang Bob wants to know if you guys could get a remaster of any game the way that Resident Evil 2 is being treated, basically a brand new game, what game would it be? I would go first. I would say Final Fantasy VII because PlayStation is taking way too long to get that fucking thing pumped out. Because they're I mean, I don't know. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna follow it has to follow the story pretty tight, but like it's basically gonna be a whole new fucking game that they're making. But I guess I should pick something different than that. But I just wanted to get that out there. That's the reason why I hadn't bought a PlayStation for so long. Was like I'm waiting for the Final Fantasy VII remake because they're gonna do a bundle and I'll buy a PlayStation with the game. You know what I mean? But good.
I was going to say, mine's a bit similar. I think I would probably go for Mass Effect 2.
Okay.
Or
Mass Effect 2 is fucking amazing.
Mass Effect 2. I think Mass Effect 2 was the better story, but it's a bit of a tight. Mass Effect would have a better improvement because it was definitely showing its age more than Mass Effect 2. But Mass Effect 2 was the miles better story, so I think I might prefer to see that.
Mass Effect 2 is definitely the high of that story.
Yeah.
That trilogy, yeah.
And sort of like a completely redone version of that game. with today's technology would be pretty nice, I think.
Now, my honest answer, not Final Fantasy VII, but Boomerang Bob will probably appreciate this because we actually played this game at the same time and talked about it all the fucking time. Xenogears. It was released on the first place. Everyone's familiar with Xenosaga, but Xenogears is probably one of the best turn-based RPGs during the PlayStation cycle. It's actually, personally, I actually like it better than Final Fantasy VII and better than pretty much all the Final Fantasy games.
Oh, wow.
It was a fantastic freaking story, fantastic. I don't know, everything about the Xenogears was fucking amazing. If they made a whole new, took that game and made a brand new one, I'd fucking buy it in a heartbeat. I'd also probably cream my pants. Dude, it's hard to get your hands on a copy of that too for the PlayStation 1. It's really like I have mine still.
Stupidly expensive.
It's so
now.
good. Yeah, it was like one of them titles that like I'm pretty sure like anyone that played it would be like, "What do you mean you don't know about Xenogears?" But like it was one of those like titles that wasn't like advertised super. It wasn't like a Final Fantasy where like everyone was looking for it, and it was kind of like a out of nowhere game that just like was fucking awesome. Oh, well, next question. Sorry. Every time I think about Xenogears, I get excited.
No, I'm gonna look into that one. It's not one I'm aware of, but you've piqued my curiosity. I'll see if I can find some Let's Plays.
Roz would love it.
Fair enough.
Cabo is asking the next question. He wants to know, what was your favorite weapon in a video game?
Ooh.
I'm gonna man, that's a hard one. Favorite weapon in a video game. I'm gonna have to go with the Busta Sword from Final Fantasy VII just because it was so ridiculously fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
And it just became like kind of an iconic thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Busta Sword. It's because it was ridiculously huge. Like, how the fuck did that skinny little blonde boy hold that fucking sword up?
Well, it's going for the turkey gun in South Park. I was originally going to go for.
Was a good one.
It was a funny. I was originally going to go for. I can't remember. There was really in Wolfenstein. You can go down two different paths, sort of to realities, depending on who you decide to save at the beginning of the game. On one path you get a crappy diesel gun, and the other path you get a really cool electrical based gun. And I really, really like that one. But I think I'm going to go a bit more old school just because it was just so fun to play and I think was really iconic. I'm going to go for the Gears of War Lancer.
Okay. That's a good one. And then Cabo has another question for us, but it's pretty much what our last call is going to be, so we'll move on to that. But we'll just go with what is your non-gaming 2019 resolution?
My non-gaming 2019 resolution. Ooh.
Mine is to get back into my workout routine. I just have not worked out since my kid's been born, pretty much. So I really need to get back into that. I'm only going to get older, only going to get fatter. You know what I mean?
Don't I know it? Yeah, but bringing up the kids' workout routine in itself. My one is fairly easy because I've made the same one for the last 6 years, which will be to finally finish decorating the bedroom.
Decorate your goddamn bedrooms.
I made the same resolution for the last 6 years. It's a complete mess.
How long do you think it would take you to decorate the bedroom?
Oh, if I finally made the final decisions, probably no more than 2 days.
Oh man,
there's not a lot to do there. I just can't. I've lost all motivation. It's a mess at the moment. There's like about 15 different colours because I got lots of different to try and pick what colour paint I wanted. So there's splashes all over the place, and it's like It needs to be done, but I just can't.
If you need help, don't forget my wife does do interior design work. So if you need help,
it's just I think I'm okay on the shirt. It's just I could probably easily. I'd be with any colour I picked. I'd probably be happy with. It's just sort of the thought of, well, once I've done it, that's that weekend gone. I can either sit and play games or I can play the bedroom. Which one am I going to do?
But you can drink while you paint.
I can drink while I paint, but I can drink while I'm playing games. But now, 2019 will be the year I finally finish the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
so 2019, I'm going to work out. Surf is going to paint his bedroom.
Which I started in 2013, I think.
Which he started trying to make the decision in 2013. Oh man! All right, Kama. Thanks for your questions.
Oh yeah, cheers, mate.
Last
you
question.
You can tell I've not got a woman in the house.
Gotcha.
Because there's no way it would have lasted that long.
No way. Organic asks, what was the best video game related item you got for Christmas? He said for him it was the NES with the first Turtles game, and he said fuck that underwater bomb level. Which Teenage Mutant Ninja, the NES first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game was so damn difficult, and it was actually one of the first games that I remember that introduced farming, because you could farm like items to help you get through future parts of that game and crap.
Oh, really? That's
such a difficult game, such a great game, difficult game. So many love-hate thoughts about that game. Shit, I can't think of a.
Oh, Sean made it to Cannes.
Like a video game, really. Like I would say, probably for me, it would probably just been in general getting the original NES from the get go, because we got the like traditional NES that came with the 3 game. You had Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and Track Meet all on one cartridge, and it came with the running, like it was like the run pad where it's like the numbers and you run on it to do the Track Meet stuff.
All
I
right,
just remember like me and my brothers and my sister trying to beat everyone in a Trek Meet game, but we cheated and did one player, and all of us like just like wailing at the fucking the spots on the mat to try to help and beat everything, because that shit was ridiculous. So I'm gonna go with that, because of the memories of playing with my sister and my brothers, and I just can't think of anything else video game related that wasn't like that cool of a memory kind of thing.
I think mine's similar. The one that sticks out is the year me and my brother got the Atari 2600. Although I'm pretty sure it wasn't called that in the UK. I know it played Atari 2600 games, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't called an Atari 2600.
Okay.
But
I can't remember what it was called in the UK.
No, I can't. It might have been called the Atari 2600, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Although knowing Mum and Dad, we might have had a knockoff version that played Atari 2600 cartridges, but wasn't one. But I always remember that one because, as a kid, you used to do that thing coming up to Christmas. You'd have a little hunt around looking for Christmas presents. And I remember I didn't know we were getting the console, but I figured it out because I found a couple of games hidden. So I was like really, really excited. And that Christmas day, Mum and Dad gave us the console, which had a few games packaged in with it. And I knew there were these other 3 games because I'd found them. But they forgot they'd bought them.
Yeah.
So I spent all Christmas Day knowing that there were 3 games upstairs, but I couldn't figure out how to drop the hint to Mum and Dad that there might be more presents to come, because they'd honestly just forgotten. So I knew there were 3 games upstairs. And I told my brother, what was it? Well, we can't tell them because they'll know we were looking. And it was like we were sort of like there sitting going, and then going, Mum and Dad going, is it good? Are you happy? And me and Mum were going, yeah, it's really, really good. But it'd be so good if they were like, we have more games than these 2. It's like, if they were like 3, if there was like a tank game, that would be really cool because we knew one was tank.
You reminded me of when my parents bought me. This would probably have been, man, when the PlayStation came out. It was high school. I got it a little later. I didn't get it right at launch. Maybe about a year after it launched, maybe, or the Christmas season after it launched. You know what I mean? I found where all the presents were, and I just saw like a box, and I was like, "What is that?" And I saw these like discs, and I could tell they were like the PlayStation, like they were either PlayStation games or CDs. And I went and got an X-Acto blade and cut the Scotch tape and slowly unfolded all the presents, and I found PlayStation games, and I was like, "I'm getting a fucking PlayStation," and I put it all back together. Told my mom that story years later. And she was just like, "You're a little asshole." I was like, "I'm sorry, Mom. I was so curious."
It was the things you did as kids.
Yeah, I mean that was in high school. I mean, that was I should have been mature enough not to do that, but I couldn't hold back because I was so hoping I was getting a PlayStation.
Oh no, I think when you're in high school, it's even worse, isn't it? Because you know the truth of things. There's no hiding.
Yes,
you're not. So you're not in denial that Santa's going to deliver something on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
you know, Mum and Dad have gone out and bought presents, and they're in that house somewhere.
Yep, it's not like you like accidentally came across and discovered Santa isn't real. It's, you know, he's not real. Where the fuck is my shit?
Yeah, where's my shit? Well, they got me.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh
dear.
Great questions, everyone. Appreciate everyone submitting them. Please, if you would like to submit a question to the podcast, join Discord. That's the best way to do it. We do have an email, but I don't know how often we check that email. Do you check it often, sir?
I do.
Oh, no. You do? Okay. Nice. There we go. We check it.
We do check it.
Was it at 16ouncegaming.com? Right? Something like that.
16ounce gaming. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Or email them. That's fine too. But join Discord. There's plenty more benefits of that. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now down to our last call. And our last call is related to the holidays. It is video game resolutions. Surf, what is your video game resolution this year?
My video game resolution for 2019 is I am finally going to play The Witcher.
Oh.
Because I've had it since it came out and I've never fired it up. So I am going to get The Witcher done this year.
Okay.
My only decision is, do I play it the first half of the year or the second half of the year? Because I would also like to get Final Fantasy 15 played, because I've never played a Final Fantasy game. And that's been stuck on my list as well.
To give you an idea, we were going to go over, I think we're going to save this for when all four of us are on here. We were going to go over our year in review and like our top games, like what we played the most and all. My top is The Witcher 3. The next episode, when all four of us are on here, we'll go over all of our lists. Just to give you a fair warning, to beat it, I put in 91 hours. So if there's a lot of games you want to play right currently at the beginning of the year, you might want to save that for when there's not a lot coming out.
So you think it might be better to say for the like the summer months? Because early years looking quite busy,
that's when I played it.
Because we got Anthem coming out and Division 2 and Crackdown. So maybe if I did Final Fantasy beginning of the year and say Witcher for the quiet summer months.
I would save Witcher for that's when I played it, was during the summer. I think it's better to play because it is a game that's going to grab you. You're going to play it a lot.
And I've got all the DLC, so I'm just going to do it all in one big blast.
You're going to do all the DLC too?
Yeah.
Dude, each DLC is like at least another 40 hours each one. I haven't. That's my New Year's resolution is to play the Witcher DLC, which is funny. So it's a good segue. Like I want to play the two because I bought Witcher 3 I bought the Witcher 3 when it launched. Played like 20 hours back when it first launched out. fell into some Destiny hole because back then I was a Destiny crack addict, and eventually played it this past year, and actually was just like, I'm sitting down. I really enjoyed this game. I gotta beat it, beat the main story, and all that jazz. But while last Christmas sale, I picked up all the DLC for really, really cheap, and everyone keeps telling me how great the DLC story stuff is. So now I'm like, I gotta play that DLC stuff. So that's mine. That's funny. We both have Witcher 3. That's what we're both planning on doing.
Yeah, Witcher 3 stuff. What's the DLC? It's Blood and Wine, isn't it? And there's another one, isn't there?
Blood and Wine. I can't remember what the other one. Heart and Stone or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think Hearth and Stone was the first one, and then Blood and Wine was the second. Everyone says Blood and Wine's the better, so I'll probably play the worst first. That way I don't get let down. Yeah, Hearts and Stone. Thank you, Shane. Yep. I said Hearth and Stone. I get Hearthstone. Isn't that a game?
So,
but
yeah, I need
anyway,
to get that done this gen. I can't leave it any longer.
Yeah, dude, definitely not. It is a fantastic game. It really is good. It probably has some type of. Didn't they do a HDR? I know they did at least an HDR upgrade.
I'm pretty sure it's Xbox X enhanced now.
Yeah.
So it should look really good.
Dude, it looked fantastic on an OG. I can't imagine what it would look like on an X.
So that was nice and simple and straightforward. It was The Witcher.
The Witcher. Anyway, guys, next week we will not have an episode out. We're taking the last week of the year off. You know, the holidays, everyone's all over the place. You know, we're allowed to have, as Surf told me earlier, I'm allowed to have one weekend off.
No editing.
But that doesn't mean that we won't be around. If we're, I'm sure we'll be gaming with you folks. But hey, everyone, I hope you guys have a safe whatever holiday you fucking celebrate. Safe New Year's. Here's to a great 2019, and thank you guys for tuning in to episode 57 of the 16-Ounce Gaming Podcast. Please join us on Discord. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at 16ounce_gaming, on Facebook and YouTube at 16ounce gaming family. Give us a review on iTunes. It should help us in some sort of fucking way. Who knows? Tell your friends about us. That's the best way to do it. Word of mouth is the best thing, because do you really go looking at reviews online to try to listen to a new podcast, sir? I listen to what my friends say.
It's word of mouth.
Yeah, go tell your fucking friends. Hey, listen to these fucking drunks. You know? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys had a fantastic 2018, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.